Hello. Before we get going, we delayed our pod coming out this week because we can't record this next week. So this app is coming out in between when it usually would Monday to Monday. So you get a little in between Friday episode, and then we will be back to our normal schedule on the 29th. FYI. Can you chat?
Always. So how's your bird?
The bird. Okay. The bird. So we've had a garage endeavor this past week.
I've been calling it a garage proj.
The garage proj. We are like putting in a bunch of new storage in our garage, like shelving. We had like what came in our garage when we moved there a few years ago, which was like wire racks, wire shelves. And those just are not living up to the needs that we have. And so anyway, we're doing like overhead shelving, etc. We epoxied the floor. And by we, I mean my husband.
Busy bees.
Yes. And speaking of, Saturday night, his dad came over, my father-in-law, to help do a layer of epoxy on the floor. I get home. It's 10:30. Mike is wearing a headlamp
Bob the Builder.
with like very dim lighting. And I'm like, what is going on in here? And he was like, so weird. The light bulb, like the overhead light in the garage, that's not the like little light that comes with the garage motor.
Yeah, like the actual
light. The bulb went out, of course, 2 minutes before my dad got here. And his ladder was in our backyard because you can't have anything on the floor of the garage, and it had rained. So it was wet and he couldn't bring it in. So he had no way of changing the light bulb. It was like a
blackout.
It was a blackout. It was like a, what do you call those? Comedy
of errors.
Comedy of errors, yes. So I'm like, so what is your plan? And he's like, this is the plan. I go, you can't see anything. It's like very dim. And he's like, no, it should be okay with my lamp. And he looks like he's a coal miner. So stupid. So I'm like, why don't you just borrow Tyler's ladder? He lives 5 houses down from us. And he's like, I could, but have to go get it. And, you know, Dad's here. I'm like, okay, I'll go get it. Drive down the oh, I'm sorry. First I call you.
Me.
And I say, hey, Job.
I love how when I'm listening to these stories, I'm like acting as though I don't know the ending. Like, I'm like, and then what happened? And you're like, I called you. I'm like, yep, that was true.
But you don't know what happened on my end of it.
Right. Of course.
I'm like, hey, Job, does Tyler have like a tall ladder? Like not like a regular ladder, like a tall one, because our garage ceiling is kind of tall.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got to get way up there. And it's right in the middle of the garage. And you're like, Tyler, do we have a tall ladder? And he's like, yeah, I have a really tall ladder. I'm like, great. I'm coming to get it. Back out of our driveway. Drive 5 seconds. Pull into your driveway. Ladder gets loaded in. I'm like, thank you, Tyler.
Good day.
Drive back home. Mike props the ladder up in the middle of our garage to full extent.
Mm-hmm.
This ladder is a step stool.
What's so crazy is I believe it is a 12-foot ladder.
Okay, so it is, but it's only that way if you like, you know how ladders are in like
like if you prop it. Yes.
An A-frame?
Yes.
So it goes like 6 feet tall if it's in the A, but if you were to prop it up, like open it all the way, like to climb up onto a roof,
it's 12 feet.
It's 12 feet, but then it would be in a one long line.
Got it.
Which we can't do because it's the middle of the ceiling.
Right.
There's nothing to prop it.
Understood. Okay.
So otherwise it is, I think, just a step stool.
We have not experienced this, but our ceilings are much smaller.
Your needs are not the same.
They're not the same.
And so Mike got up on that thing, and he's not the tallest man in America.
Andy's terrified of heights.
He doesn't like heights. His dad is taller, but he was not volunteering.
He didn't seem eager.
No. And, you know, shaky knees, unscrews the light bulb. Mike's dad is like, you know, hand up his asshole, holding him.
As a safety measure.
Yeah. And he's unscrewing the light. The glass part comes off, leaves the base.
Oh, I heard this part.
Mm-hmm.
Potato.
Sparks flying.
Potato.
Sparks flying everywhere.
That's so scary. Actually, you get electrocuted that way.
So he's like, okay, gonna have to get this out now. And like, we have no height on this. Like, your full extend
is keeping him a little low.
So he's like, what should I get? And Mike's dad goes, do you have a potato? Now, maybe a potato is considered a general household.
You should have asked. We have lots of potatoes.
No, Tyler said, I did ask. He said you had one, but you had eaten it earlier that day. Actually, I go, that is the most Jonna fucking thing in the world. You could have helped me, but then you ate an old potato for a snack earlier that day.
I did make a baked potato that day.
I asked Tyler.
I forgot.
I was like, I don't have a potato. We don't usually eat baked potatoes. I have like the little mini, like tricolor,
right,
creamer potatoes. I buy those sometimes, but I don't have like potatoes on hand.
You know what? It's so funny. I did have a baked potato on Saturday.
Yeah, you did have a baked potato. And so I asked Tyler and he's like, we do. And he's like, we did. It was old though. I was about to throw it out. And then Jonna had it for a snack. I go, Jonna ate your last old potato?
It wasn't that old. It was fine.
That I could have used for this?
A little garlic powder, sour cream. It was so good.
Like, what are the chances? Who has a baked potato as a snack?
It was so good.
Okay, so I was like, no potato inside, everyone. I'm like, do I knock on a neighbor's door? He's like, no, I can use a specific kind of pliers. I don't know what they're called. So he gets the thing out, puts the new light in. I bring the ladder back. I'm like, thank you so much for your step stool.
I'm asleep at this point.
Yeah, you're not even awake anymore. Fast forward, the garage is finished on Monday. Yay.
Oh.
Well, the floor is. We leave our garage doors open because it has to finish drying. And at like 7 o'clock, we're going to close the doors. When a little baby bird flies into our garage.
A Tweety bird.
I don't know if it was on the run from something. I asked Mike if he thought maybe something was scary out there and it needed refuge in our garage. And he said, no, I don't think so.
Probably just got lost.
I think it was lost. So we leave our doors open. Mike's like, it'll fly out. Like 8:30. Bird's still like fluttering around in there, like flapping its wings. It's confused. I'm like, okay, well, we've got to get this bird out. Like, we don't have any. Should I put out food and water for it? And he's like,
no, stay.
Don't feed the fucking bird.
Also, you ruin what's the word?
Okay.
You ruin their instincts when you feed wild animals.
Well, it seemed like it was trying to stay a bit, so I was like, how about at least we make
a snack, but not a baked potato.
How about we make it nice?
But not a baked potato.
No, because you ate the last one.
I did get more though, because that was really good.
So anyway, Mike takes like this long broom thing that he has in the garage and just kind of starts like tapping at the wall near it to sort of like move it down and like out, because both our garage doors are open. Like, fly free, little bird. And the bird starts getting like, him trying to direct it, it's scaring the bird. And it starts like fluttering its wings and like flying into the ceiling, flying into the wall. It's like hitting its head. I'm like, Mike, I'm screaming. I'm like screaming. We're torturing the bird.
Is it a little bird?
Yes, it's a baby bird.
How do you know it's a baby though? Maybe just a small bird.
Okay, I didn't ask it.
Okay.
Hey, how old are you, bird?
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't feel too bad. Maybe he's like 7.
He's an old, small bird. I feel bad still. Okay. I still feel really bad. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how old the bird is, but it's tortured nonetheless.
Okay. So he calms down and he's like, I'm going to stay.
And I was like, Mike, you're scaring the bird now. It's like trying to kill itself, running into the walls. And Jack is inside eating dinner and like hears me yelling and he goes, what's going on, mommy?
We're just killing a bird out here.
I was like, nothing. Like, this bird will not leave, and now we've scared the shit out of it. I was like, Mike, let's just leave it alone. Like, let's leave the garage doors open. So we leave the doors open for a couple more hours. He goes out there, like, taps around with his broom. Doesn't hear anything. Close the garage doors. Next morning, I'm leaving. The bird is fluttering around in the garage. So it's been in our garage all night. No food sources.
It will leave eventually. If you just leave your doors open, it's not going to kill itself. It's going to go look for food and water.
How often do birds have to eat?
I don't know, but it's eventually going to leave.
It will?
It's a survival thing. It's not going to just stay there and die.
Well, it's not leaving. And I left the doors open today. Still in there.
I mean, let us know, but I don't see a world where this bird kills itself.
Like, and like you keep like, you know, tapping with the broom. Even
what
with
color bird is it?
Oh my God. It's like a light brownish.
Just curious. What kind?
Do you want to come see it? It's living there.
I actually don't love birds.
You hate birds.
I hate birds.
And when you go to your car, because the garage, like the door to go into the garage opens, it disturbs the bird's peace and it starts fluttering around, scared again. And you can't get to your car because it's fluttering around.
I think you just...
And I definitely don't want a bird fluttering by my head.
No, that's not what you want. I think you just leave the doors open for a few more days. Unfortunately for you. Because it's not going to stay there forever.
I feel like that's just inviting more birds. The doors are open. Come on in. They start building a nest.
What are you going to do? Keep it in there and kill it?
No, I don't want to kill it.
Are there like bird exterminators? Not exterminators. That's the wrong word. Like bird...
I don't understand. Like, we leave the doors open, both our cars are pulled out, and Mike's like with this broom kind of just like tapping at it, trying to just like shoo it toward one of the open doors, like wide open, and it just flies more into our house.
Well, I think you leave the garage doors open and give it 2 days.
Okay.
That's what I say.
I'll check back in.
Because it's not gonna stay there indefinitely without food or water. Unless it's a suicidal bird, and then that's not on you.
I can't have a bird kill itself on my conscience.
I don't know what the mental health crisis is like for birds.
It's probably hard being a bird.
Honestly,
I don't know where your next meal's coming from.
I think it's probably peaceful being a bird.
Really?
Yeah, you fly, you soar.
Isn't there some sort of you have, you know, superstitious things? Isn't there some sort of thing about a bird not leaving you?
No, actually, of all the superstitious things I have, that's not one of them.
Oh.
My grandma was very freaked out about, she felt like my great grandma felt like birds could like communicate with her.
Oh.
Like,
well, what's this one saying?
I don't know. I haven't met it and I don't really want to. But like when one of her siblings died, she felt like she looked out the window and a bird was smiling at her, and that told her that like they were waiting for the sibling to die. And then the phone rang and the sibling was dead. And she said she knew when she saw the bird.
I'm not going to lie. That's a sweet story, but the thought of a bird smiling at me gives me the deepest chill.
I actually didn't enjoy that story at all. I found it very creepy.
Why is it smiling? It's not supposed to smile. It sounds like a horror movie.
But she was like, I had a piece, like I knew, I forget which sibling it was her. She had like 1 million. She was like, I knew this person was dead. And like seconds later, the phone rang. Crazy bird story is, but my great grandma was terrified of birds. Like really fucking hated birds. It's genetic. Generations of women in my family have hated birds. And when my little cousin was like 2 years old, she used to love to sit on the swing that we had on our front porch. The swing sat in front of a picture window, like a giant big picture window. At some point, apparently, a bird had flown into the window and into the cushions. It had died, like it killed itself. It broke its neck going into the window and dropped into the cushions of the swing. No one knew because it was in the cushions. So my little cousin is like pulling my great grandma to come sit with her on the swing. And my great grandma's like, oh, fun. So she picks her up, puts her on her lap. She's like swinging with her, singing with her. Great. My little cousin puts her hand into the cushion and pulls out a dead bird and starts swinging it at my grandma.
Why was she swinging it around? Why wasn't she freaked out?
She was like 2. I don't even think she thought it was real. Like I think she thought it was like a bird puppet. Like she was like not.
Look at this bird.
Swinging it around. Literally shrieking. Everyone runs outside. We see it. I don't know who like got the bird out of her hand. My cousin is lucky she still has a hand. the way that my grandma scrubbed that little girl's hand.
Yeah. Dead bird hand.
I mean, we were all like, it's done. Like, she was crying at a certain point. Like, she was like just scrubbing so hard and was like, we need to like take her to the doctor. And everyone was like, she didn't get bit by a bird.
Yeah,
like,
there's nothing to do.
Yeah, like she didn't, like she touched a bird. Oh my God, the trauma. And I remember being like, birds are bad. I knew it.
That would scare the shit out of me.
Oh my God, it was terrifying.
You have had some bad bird luck.
What other bird luck? Remind me.
Remember when a flock of birds flew at you when we left the Louvre in Paris?
Oh my God, yeah.
The birds in Europe were like really didn't like you.
Fucking hate birds.
And then one time we were in my backyard at my parents' old house.
Oh, and a bird shit on me.
And a bird shit on your head.
That's supposed to be good luck though.
And you felt something hit your head. And you were like, oh my God, did a bird just shit on my head? And I came over and looked, and there was actually a giant bird shit spot on your head. And you were feeling around, but you weren't touching it. And I was like, no, I don't see anything.
Evil.
And then when you got home, I said, hey, don't lay down. You should shower because a bird shit on your head.
Why? Why keep that from me?
Because what was the option then?
Shower at their house.
You had nothing.
There was water. I would always rather with, quote, nothing to shower shit off my head. I'll just put my clothes back on.
Just get in your car and shower at home.
Oh my God, birds. Yeah, I hate them. Hate.
So we're having a bit of a bird dilemma.
Well, keep us updated.
I will. But spoiler alert, we're going to talk about things that happen in Downton Abbey. So if you haven't seen it, don't listen. Skip ahead. In other news.
Yes.
Something really fun that we did this past weekend.
Oh.
We saw the Downton Abbey movie.
Which was so wholesome.
It was so good.
I was talking to someone about it and they were like, was it really good? I'm like, it just felt like going home.
Yeah.
Like nothing crazy happens, but it's just peaceful.
And they keep calling it the grand finale because
makes me
like
sad.
I know. Apparently they really are going to end things, which is so stupid.
So it's a cash cow, if anything else.
Literally.
Like,
the theater was sold out.
Are you sick of making money then?
And I mean, it was like touching. I won't give any spoilers, but like there was a montage at the end of like people who've passed throughout the show's history. And
my mom ugly cried through it.
Your mom was sobbing.
Like I'm not being dramatic. Like the face that I've only seen when people we actually know and love have died.
I looked over at Jono to ask her something during this part of the movie. And instead of looking at the screen, she's just looking over at her mom smiling, like chuckling to herself.
It was just such an extreme reaction. Like I teared up. I'm not going to lie. But it was like as if she was at a funeral for these people. She just feels very attached.
It's such a good show. I've started rewatching.
Oh, have you?
And I'm I asked Mike if he wanted to watch, and he was like, yeah, I'll give it a try. And I was like, there's not like a lot of action.
It's very calming.
So I didn't know if he'd like it, but he does like it.
It's really good. I said to Tyler we should start it, but I have to like find the time to really commit.
I'm planning a trip to Highclere Castle.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm going.
You should bring my mom.
I plan to.
She would die. I forget when I tried. Oh, when we were getting married, I tried to see if it would be the time of year.
We looked.
Yeah, but it wasn't the right time of year.
No.
It's just such an amazingly beautiful show. Like, I don't have another way to say it. It's just so calming.
It really is. It's like all about the characters.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of dialogue. Like, it's not the kind of show that like
you can just like have on in the background.
That you have on in the background. No, but if you've already seen it, it would probably for you be like a nice relaxing.
I, as I said to you, I really would have thrived in this time period, specifically in the upper echelon of society.
Of course, yeah.
Like as a lady.
Yeah, you turn to me during the movie and you go, I would have thrived during this time. I go, in the upstairs or the downstairs? And you go, the upstairs.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thrived in the downstairs.
But what's nice about the downstairs is that like, it's not like you feel bad for these people as like servants. Like they take such pride in their, it's like, it would be like if people look down upon like teachers or something, and teachers are like, we have a lot of pride in what we do. Like, but I mean, we don't look down on teachers, but in this realm, like
it's just a job. But
it's just a job.
Curious if other homes treated their staff, obviously this is fictitious, but I am curious if like that was the norm or if people did treat their staff poorly, because obviously the whole like the, oh my god, the Crowleys are so good to their staff. Hot take, do you want to share with everyone who you hate?
Now, I will share. I grew to dislike him.
Oh, interesting. You didn't.
I didn't dislike him at the beginning. No.
Got it. What
at the
turned
beginning, he's like this like sweet guy who shows up as a like friend of Robert's. It's Bates. I grew to not. I don't know he had like 4 lines in the movie. I just feel like he turned into a dud.
I love him and Sarah though.
Anna.
Sorry, Anna. Other American, just general name.
I was like, who's Sarah?
You're like, who the fuck is Sarah?
He's a character that really like, you know how usually you grow to love someone?
You've grown to hate him.
I've grown to dislike him.
I fucking love Lady Mary and Edith.
You love Lady Mary, huh?
Love.
I love Tom.
And Sybil was my favorite. Obviously, she perished quite early.
Yeah, I would say favorites, Tom.
Love Tom.
And...
Is it about Tom?
It's about Tom. Isabel Crowley.
She's great.
I love her. She's so sweet.
Yeah.
And the Dowager.
Loved her. What is a weekend?
What? I literally just sent that meme to Mike.
Such a good meme.
What is weekend?
My mom loves to say that. My mom always is like, but what is a weekend? Oh, God, great show. If you haven't watched it, can't recommend it enough.
Like...
It actually makes me laugh. We're like recommending a show from like 2007.
Okay, but the movie did just come out, and it's like very going into like fall, winter. It's a very like cozy vibe.
Yep.
And then there's movies. There's a Christmas one.
Do you ever listen to Smartless?
No.
Love Smartless Pod. And they just like always roast each other.
Plugging other pods on this one.
Well, because I'm kind and benevolent. They were like, they always give each other shit. And at one point, Sean Hayes was like, oh my God, you guys, have you seen this documentary? Apparently it's a documentary that came out in 2022. And Jason Bateman goes, oh, you know what? Hold on. Anything else you want to encourage people to watch? Guys, have you seen Barbie?
Oh, that's funny.
And I was dying laughing. Like, okay, this is a pretty old documentary at this point. He's like, it's still really good. He's like, yeah, we can do things that are current.
Yeah.
Oh, what a hoot. Should I do a icebreaker? This is actually an icebreaker that you shared with me at some point. So I'm going to share with everyone else.
Oh, okay. Like we've done it already?
No, we've never done it. But
I just thought of it.
You thought of it. You
Okay.
told me about it. If I were to disappear, and I'll answer for you, where are the first 3 places you would look? You get a call, John is missing. And we're assuming I haven't been taken and turned into a 2020 documentary.
Like we've called your phone a bunch of times.
Yeah.
You haven't answered.
Yeah. But I'm alive.
We know. Is home out of the question?
No.
Because you're at home.
No.
Oh, you're at home then.
Yeah. I in bed more specifically.
You're absolutely at home.
Yeah.
If you're not, if we've searched everywhere at home,
Yep.
then you're probably at Marcy's.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not there...
To clarify, we work at Marcy's house a lot. I'm not just like watching TV at Marcy's.
No, yeah. You're at work.
Yeah.
And if you're not at home or at Marcy's, then you're in the car somewhere, but how would I find you? Maybe getting an acai bowl?
Oh, that's a good one. I love an acai bowl.
Do you have any to add that I didn't say?
I mean, if you weren't looking for me, I'd say like in your car somewhere or at your house.
Well, yeah, I know you're not there.
Okay, well, yours is seasonally dependent, but if it's like at all nice out, you're at the pool.
Yeah.
A pool, probably your parents' pool, but like if that's under construction, you're at a pool.
I found a different
Check
pool.
the pools.
Okay. Check all the local pools.
Check all the local pools. If you are not there, I would say some sort of shopping establishment, some store, a Home Goods, a Target.
Absolutely.
Like just TJ Maxx, any of those.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are not there, I would say you're at home, but like doing things. You just like don't have your phone. Like you're notorious for like being at home for like 6 hours without your phone. So you're like in a project. You're reorganizing something, or you could be laying in bed watching a show.
Somewhere between my house, your house, my parents' house.
A house. But 100%, if anyone called me between like May 31st and September 10th and was like, Rachel's not answering, where is she? I'd be like, go to the pools. Get to the water.
Find the pools.
Get to the water.
And then option 2 would definitely be a store. I'm not usually home.
No. I would love to be home. I wish you could always find me at home.
You are.
No, I'm not. I'm more than likely at Marcy's or a work meeting. My whole life is trying to get back to home.
Must get home.
We just had this conversation today because there's some like networking events for work that have been like, we've been invited to. And as a company...
Why do you need to network?
It's important. So we were talking about them and Marcy was like, who's going to go to this? Who's going to go to that? And I'm like, I love to be at home. And I'm going to be honest, I don't get to be there as much as I would like. So, but I was like, I can't work this much and not get my time at home. I must fill my home cup.
Yeah.
My cup of home is low.
Yeah.
It's like a cup of Joe.
Your home cup could never runneth over.
It could never runneth over. And right now it's extremely low. I need to go to the soda fountain of home and get a refill.
Okay.
And she was like, no, I just think it's really important. And I was like, I hear you, but I'm out of time. Time's up. Over.
So are you going?
I'm not going. I'm not participating.
Oh, good.
I was like, well, first of all, I have meetings till like 8:00 the night of this event.
Oh, but from home.
Yes, these are from home.
Okay.
But even if they weren't from home, I'm not rescheduling them.
I'm not going.
I can't reschedule. You know, it's so hard to reschedule
Yeah.
people. And it's hard like with people's weddings. There's a deadline. Like you can't be like, can we reschedule for 2 weeks? They're like, no, like my wedding's in 3. Like,
I think it would be easier to find you than me for sure. Because like if you're not at Marcy's, then you are at home. Like you're probably one of 2 places.
yeah.
90% of the time.
Yeah.
And I'm bit bopping all over.
I don't want to bip bop.
You don't like bit bopping.
I hit a wall on errands. You could run errands for 10 hours.
What's not to like?
You remind me of the late great Momo, my grandma.
Her and I could have really torn shit up.
Oh my God. I think she scarred me. As a child, she'd be like, do you want to run errands? And I was like, no, but I didn't have a choice. I was 8. I couldn't stay home.
Yeah. What are you doing?
She'd put me in the car in the summer. Rachel, we would be gone from sun up till sundown. And did I get things? Yes, of course.
Yeah, you got some good shit.
I always got stuff, but it never ended. Oh, let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go home, Judy. I'm 8.
What was she getting?
Oh, Big Lots, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, stop at her cousin's, go to the bank, go to a different bank, get lunch.
Was your grandpa like, where are you guys?
Never. He was like, enjoy. And I was like, take me with you.
Oh, he was like, adios.
Yeah. She found her perfect partner who was like, enjoy.
Yeah. That's Mike, really. He doesn't want to run errands with me. Like when people talk about like couples going to do
Errands
together, like people will say like, oh, we have to blah blah blah, like, oh, we have to stop at like blah blah blah, like why can't one person go?
Tyler and
like if Mike has to go to Home Depot, Mike goes. If I have to go somewhere, I go.
Tyler and I run our own like those sort of errands, but like we will run errands together. Like if they're joint errands.
Like what?
Like occasionally we'll go to Costco together. There's something for everyone.
I just feel like the majority of errands, it's like for one person or the other, and like let's divide and conquer.
Yeah, it's just strategy.
But you hate errands.
I hate them.
But even just like schmying around,
I have to be in the exact right mood.
Like 9 times out of 10, you'd rather just lay on the couch.
Not even just lay on the couch. Like I'd rather like, if you're gonna run errands, let's grab lunch in the middle of your errands. Like I lose steam on the errands.
What if we're looking for something?
Looking for something is not an errand.
Oh, okay.
Like that's a hunt and I enjoy that. Like right now I'm looking for a navy blue side table.
Okay.
I would hunt for that because I have a goal. Schmying is hard for me. Like what's the goal? How do we know when the schmy is done?
You just schmy and then if you see something, you got it.
No.
Okay, well, should we
Meander over? Yeah.
meander into our stories then?
There's only one story. The assassination of Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, we haven't recorded since.
I can appreciate that his assassination is complex. I will say that I didn't like the man, but I feel badly that he was assassinated. I think comparing him to Martin Luther King is insane. But again, I feel bad that he was assassinated.
I think it's very sad, as everyone has been saying. There's really nothing more important than to say that, like, he was a husband and a father and somebody's son. And I don't think that it's ever right to fight nonviolence with violence.
Like, I didn't agree with him, but he just debated. And that's the best part of this country, is we don't live in the Middle East and you can say what you want to say without...
And that was his whole thing. Like, come and
debate me
wrong. Right. And like, did his debating include baiting? Yes. Like, people would come and ask a question and then he would say some really controversial shit, like about trans people or about abortion, anything that's not status quo for the right.
I will say people are getting a little crazy. Like, I have so many people who are like Instagram sharing on their story. Like, I see you monsters who are mourning Charlie Kirk. Like, it's really gross to see how many people supported him.
People are saying that?
Yes. Like, it's like people who are like posting like RIP. Again, I think we've like so lost the ability to disagree, which is I'm a broken record. Everyone knows that. You can be sad that this person died and you can even believe in what he believed in. Doesn't make you a monster. I personally didn't subscribe to many of his beliefs, but I feel badly he died. And like, in a different time and place, maybe I would have posted RIP. I wouldn't, because I don't want to be mistaken for someone who's like a Charlie Kirk supporter.
You're like, I don't even want to be mistaken for someone. It's been interesting to learn about the Charlie Kirk supporters through his death, though.
No, so many. So many.
And it might be naive, but I'm not ashamed to admit here on this podcast that I had not heard of Charlie Kirk before this.
Oh, interesting.
Which people have said is like really fucking crazy.
He was big on TikTok.
I know. That's what my sister-in-law said, because I was like, is this so crazy? And she was like, it's like crazy, but like he was really big on TikTok and you don't have TikTok.
Yeah, he was really big. Like, he would come up on my TikTok all the time.
Okay, so I didn't see that. He never made it into my... I mean, I don't follow really any right-wing extremists.
Totally.
And he never made it onto any of my algorithms.
Yeah, understood.
And maybe he did, and it was just like,
don't know
Charlie Kirk, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, that's maybe some senator from blah, blah, blah. Like, if I don't know who you are, why would I engage?
Totally.
So I hadn't heard of him. And then, like, when you hear the news, like, he was shot and then he was pronounced dead and whatever, you're like, oh, so sad. So, like, the outcry from, like, the public, like, how they were like, something's a big deal when they push into regularly scheduled programming. Yeah. And it's like press conference after like, it was so crazy. I was like, oh, this dude must have been like really well known.
What's interesting, and I was talking to Gabby about this, is like, it is crazy the government's response to his death. Like, he was not a politician. Like, everyone keeps being like he would have, been president one day. He, at the current state though, when he was murdered, he was just a private citizen.
Right.
So it is a little crazy that he was flown home on like the vice president's jet and all the flags were at half mast. Like, it is a lot for a general citizen.
Right. It's a lot. They're calling for the death penalty.
Yes. The charges were brought out this week.
Which
I'm okay with.
Fine by me. Yeah. Like, what are you doing? I think a couple perhaps hot takes that I'll share. One is that I think it's really interesting that the news about, like, you can't really find a lot about Tyler Robinson, the shooter. Like, it's not like face plastered all over the news, like this was his whatever. And I think it's because it doesn't go along with the narrative of, like, I think they wanted this to be like a transgender, like, blue haired.
Yeah. A little more like liberal looking.
Yes, like nose piercing.
Totally. And there's a lot of
Hippie.
conflicting reports about him.
Tyler?
Yeah. Like, this is just what I've heard. I don't know if any of this has been confirmed. Did he have a trans partner? Is that confirmed?
I don't know. He had a roommate.
Yeah. That's been like one of the rumors.
Yeah, I've seen some headlines that say like Tyler recently influenced by trans roommate and lover. Like, who knows?
No clue.
Yeah, who knows if those stories are just being spun? They're like, has Tyler ever bumped into a trans person at a grocery store?
Totally. Well, his dad, I think, is like a pastor.
I think that was falsely reported.
Oh.
There's been so much. You
cannot trust anyone.
You can't. I think his dad reached out to their neighbor and really close family friend, who is also a pastor, to say, I think this is Tyler.
Got it.
And
so
he's
upsetting.
the one who reported it.
Oh, the dad wasn't the one who turned him in.
The dad turned him in by reaching out to the pastor and neighbor and being like, and he's the one who reached out.
Which is actually like such a crazy thing to think about, having to turn your child in.
Would you?
I don't know. I think yes. I'd like to think yes.
Yeah. I'd like to think yes too.
I'd like to think yes. I don't know. That's
But, I mean, when I think of, like, if Oliver did this.
Oh, you have a human child, but yeah, sure.
No, I know. But like, people do really crazy shit. So it's like, yeah, maybe. But like when you think about your dog, like if your dog did something, would I turn it in? No.
I mean, I'm not even that upset when like they chew something. I'm like, okay, those were AirPods, but
Even though they chewed like your wedding earrings or something.
okay, that actually was really upsetting. I forgot about that. I was pretty mad. Okay, good. So that's one of your hot takes. Anything else?
My other one that I also just find interesting is the number of people who have been fired or called out and like people are calling for them to be fired because they didn't have the quote unquote appropriate response to Charlie Kirk's death. I find really interesting in comparison to the woke cancel culture.
Yeah.
Like that is the whole platform of the right is like, well, we can't say one fucking thing without somebody getting their panties in a bunch.
Well, like the craziest of that whole cancel is Jimmy Kimmel, which is like still developing, but obviously he's been suspended indefinitely. So he was the one who earlier this week, well, starting like Monday, he basically was saying that it was the MAGA gang who was responsible for this and kept insinuating that the shooter was on the right side. And so the FCC kind of fought back and eventually put pressure on Disney, and then the networks that were hosting the show refused to. And then on Wednesday, the CEO of Disney, Bob Iger, and then their co-chairman, Dana Walden, both made the decision to just suspend him. So not sure where that's going to go, but to your cancel point, he's definitely on the road to cancellation. I do think when it's death, there needs to be a little bit more decorum. I don't know. I'm torn. I've seen some wild ass shit about this man dying, and that to me is like,
I think decorum is appropriate when speaking to the masses on a serious subject.
yeah, anytime.
But I mean, there was a reporter from MSNBC who was fired. Let me look up and see what he said.
What I find interesting is that this was not the response in Minnesota when the congresswoman and her husband were killed in their home.
Correct.
That is what's jarring to me. Like, it should be equal.
MSNBC fires analyst Matthew Dowd over Charlie Kirk shooting remarks. Dowd said hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then led to hateful actions. You can't stop with these sort of awful things, with these sort of awful thoughts you have, and then saying these awful words and then not expect awful actions to take place. That's what he said on MSNBC. And then the network issued an apology saying we apologize for his statements and then fired him. People were outraged. There have been a number of not reports, but stories about people being fired from work because of stuff they said at work or on social media.
Yeah, that's crazy.
it's just like, because they're saying the same things that we're saying. Like, it is ironic that he
it is
talked about how important it was that school shootings in general, mass shootings, wrongful shootings, are a side effect of
the right to bear
arms.
It is. It's ironic that the policies he promoted ended up killing him. Correct. I would feel that way if like an incredibly liberal person was like, everyone should be able to take as many mushrooms as they want to really open up their mind. Then they overdose on mushrooms. I would say, well, that's ironic.
Or perhaps a less exaggerated version is if an extreme leftist person died getting an abortion.
Crazy irony.
It would be like, wow, they were really
outspoken
and pro-abortion, and then they died. I don't know how you die during an abortion, but they died.
Infection sets in.
Getting an abortion. That would just be a really crazy thing to happen.
I feel like Charlie Kirk might have even said that was crazy.
Totally. But
I love TV. If a TV fell on me, God forbid.
And she died doing what she loved.
My ghost would be like, well, that turned on me.
Why were you standing right
I don't know. Maybe I need to get closer to see something.
You're like, I'm so engaged.
Like, I would feel pretty bamboozled.
To say the least.
To say the least.
It just, there's the cancel culture specifically is really crazy to me.
It's gotten wild. I don't disagree.
I think we just need to like take a step back. People are like, it's like people are just dying for like something to fight for.
And fight like each other.
Yes.
They're like, well, I'm going to show you.
Right. But I don't think the media does anything any favors.
No, the media is the worst. I will say pretty crazy his wife was on Summer House.
Yeah, you told me that. And I was like, what the fuck?
Like, so random.
When she was not with him.
No, I don't know if you remember in the early seasons. I can't remember his name. I think it was like Jordan. He was actually pretty religious and like a little odd. And he was pursuing her. Carl introduced him to her. And she was like really conservative, really religious. He asked her a bunch of weird questions and she was like, hello, like, I'm not trying to date you. And then she disappeared and apparently found her way into Charlie Kirk's arms. I feel horrible for her. Like,
yes, awful.
Gutted.
2 little kids. And he really did talk about like his faith, and all of those things are great. It is weird to me when people like try to justify how horrible his death is by saying like, and he was a Christian. It's like, okay. Like he was a person who didn't deserve to die. Like, as if it's this like, I don't know, like sainthood. You never hear about, and a devoted Buddhist.
Well, I do think if a Buddhist was shot, they'd pull out the Buddhism.
You do?
Yeah, for sure. They're always like hanging their hats on like that's just a normal thing. It's even when like someone who isn't an amazing version of something, people become saints in their death.
Well, yeah.
And it's like, and one time in the 4th grade, he donated a sweater. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the craziest thing. Like, I always like those memes that are so funny that are like the obituaries that are honest. Like, Donna Jenkins died today. She was okay. She was a little cranky.
Didn't I send you that one that her kids had written about their mother?
Yeah, like she had illegitimate children. She was a terrible mother. Like, oh, I appreciate this. Thank you.
There'll be no funeral service held because no one wants to mourn her. Yeah. Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Not ideal, but truthful.
Yeah. I'll just do a quick little, because it was almost a week ago, the Emmys. I don't know if you watched.
I didn't, because they did 0 promo and I didn't know it was on and didn't care. But
Nate
Bargatze. Yeah, he's really funny. Was he the host?
He was the host, and he was not funny at all.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I mean, like, really not funny. I think his shtick, I've never seen anything that he does. You're way more in touch with comedians.
He's funny usually.
But I think his shtick is maybe like acting really like aloof.
Yeah, and like unaffected.
Yes. Okay, so that was him, but like it wasn't landing.
Oh, shoot.
it was, I encourage you to maybe go back and watch some clips. It was really interesting. And he did a thing where at the beginning of the show, in his intro, he pledged to donate $100,000 to Boys and Girls Club.
Okay.
And then he was like, you know, what a great organization, whatever. But then he said that for every person whose acceptance speech goes over the 45-second limit, he's going to deduct $1,000 per second.
Okay.
And then when it got to 45 seconds at the Emmys, they would have a little ticker show up with the money dropping.
Okay, that's actually funny.
But it was like, and then the actors would be like, I know I'm going over, I'll pay the difference. And then he'd come out and be like, so whatever they pay, that deducts from what I owe to the Boys and Girls Club. Like, it was like a funny shtick, but like, I don't know, it wasn't like totally landing.
Oh,
something was
interesting.
off about it.
That's funny. I think he's kind of funny. I'll have to look at the clips.
He just, maybe like to be a host, you have to be a little more high energy.
Maybe. Yeah, he's very low energy.
Yeah, like he'd come out and be like, so the next blah, blah, blah. And you were like, okay.
He has like a funny bit about how like he and his sister are so far apart in age. And so like his parents to him were terrifying, and his sister treats them as like roommates. Like came home with her nose pierced, and he's like, they're going to kill you. And she's like, who, mom and dad? And he's like, no, mother and father. Like, do not address them like that. Like, and it's actually so funny. So I'm surprised.
Yeah, I think probably as a stand-up comedian, he'd be funny, but like hosting was not
His gig.
not really the right spot, I think.
Interesting. Well,
But some big things that were,
I saw a Noah Wiley one,
yes.
and I love the Pit, and I love him from ER. So snaps.
Yeah, other big takes from the Emmys. Noah Wiley won. The Pit won for Best Drama, which deservedly
Well deserved.
so. Oh, The Studio, which you loved.
I love The Studio.
Adolescence won big.
I don't think did I watch that?
Yeah.
Oh, was that about the shooter? Or no, not the shooter, the like violent kid.
The kid who you're not sure.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Stephen Colbert won for Best Talk Show.
Oh, R.I.P.
Um,
To show, not him as a person.
yeah. The Traitors.
Don't get into that one.
Okay, well, you're
Can't
missing
get
out.
into it.
Oh, Trammell Tillman, who plays Seth in Severance.
Oh, Mr. or is it Mr.
Milchick or
Yeah.
whatever? Yeah. He won.
I heard he was like the first black actor to get
Black
a supporting
LGBT.
yeah,
Something like that. Yeah.
Which like love him.
He won. And then the other big winner that I thought was so sweet was Catherine Lanasa from The Pit.
Oh, the nurse.
She played the charge nurse.
Did she win?
She won.
Oh, I love that.
And like, I just thought it was interesting, like for both of them, they haven't really had big roles before these. Like I looked at their IMDb's and it's like an episode here and there, like small, like
Just
whatever.
chipping away.
Yeah. Just like being like working actors, and then like eventually it hits.
I saw a lot of Free Palestine stuff, and I won't get into that too much, but I do want to say another irony for me is all of these actors who are appalled by Charlie Kirk but are very vocal about the notoriously transphobic, homophobic, violent radicals of Palestine. It feels maybe like a disconnect, and like they haven't really delved into what goes on there. But
I don't 100% understand even the term Free Palestine, like as if someone has them in a chokehold.
someone does. Hamas. You should be chanting that at Hamas.
Yeah.
Like, don't tell me. I don't want Palestine to be under Hamas's thumb either.
Putting it on
Don't put this on Israel.
Israel is like,
It's so wild to me.
does anyone want to see or the things to happen with children in Gaza?
We all agree.
Horrible.
We all agree. Yeah,
How about peace in the Middle East?
and it's catchier, honestly. It always irks me when I see these actors who are so disconnected, wear these fucking pins. I'm like, honestly, give me 10 facts and I'll let you wear the pin. 10 truthful, honest facts about what's going on in Gaza, and I will give your pin back. Oh, you can't give me 2? Bye.
Next.
But that's okay. I won't get fired up about it.
Yeah, it was like Hannah Einbinder.
Oh, she is such a disgrace.
From Hacks.
I can't watch Hacks now.
It did win a lot, though.
I know, but like, she's annoying as fuck.
She's really annoying. Her speech was like,
go birds, fuck ICE, and free Palestine.
And I was just like, what do you... And then she gave it... Did you see her after? You know how they go and they talk to the press after about like what it means to win the award, whatever. They have a longer time. She talked about how she has friends who are like volunteering as doctors in Gaza and like treating the victims and the children, and like, yeah, that sounds horrible.
We all agree. I would like Hamas to leave too.
It's crazy.
It's so crazy.
Free Palestine. Like, huh?
It's so... I don't even mind free Palestine if it was free Palestine from Hamas.
From Hamas.
It's a disconnect.
No one's chanting leave Israel alone.
Yeah. It's so weird. People are so weird. You got a dilemma for me?
I do. Other than the
This
Middle
is a
East,
dilemma?
the dilemma in the Middle East.
I don't think we can get our hands on that one today.
So this girl, let's call her Anna.
Mm-hmm.
She writes in and says, I need some advice about my husband. She said, after getting married and having my first baby, I noticed a lot of changes in my body. I gained a lot of weight, and I'm thinking about taking a GLP-1, which is Ozempic?
Like Ozempic or Mounjaro.
Okay. She's like, I've been working out a lot, trying to change what I eat, but I'm just not really getting anywhere, and chasing after my baby and working, etc. I can only do so much. So she tells her husband that she's thinking about doing this to get her confidence back. And he said, I'm going to be very upset if this shot prevents us from having more kids.
Okay.
And she's really upset that like he doesn't have to endure any physical changes. And if he was unhappy with the way he looked, she doesn't think she'd feel that way. And she's saying that there isn't any research that says GLP-1s have a negative effect on fertility as of now, but she said there aren't long-term studies, and that's what he's saying, is that you don't know the effects that it'll have on your body long-term because no one has taken it long-term.
Well, I'm torn because
you are?
Because I have said this exact thing, not to anyone in particular, and not even just about fertility, that like it's so interesting to me. Not that people haven't taken GLP-1s for a while for diabetics, they have, but that research is so skewed because like they need what the
so
GLP
it's balancing
is doing.
out.
It's balancing an imbalance. I think the way he phrased that is kind of shitty. I think if he had said, I think you look great. I understand that this is really frustrating for you. I have some concerns across the board, just like for reproductive health. And like, it just makes me nervous you going on something that's got like 3 years of data. I think maybe she would have been more receptive. I get what he's saying because they make me nervous personally.
Totally.
So it's hard because it's not like he has any say over her body, but I think when you are married, you should be consulting your partner about major health issues.
Like if like Tyler didn't like how he looked after working out and was like, I'm going to start taking testosterone. Like it's not steroids. It's like a different, whatever. Would you be like, maybe not?
I don't know enough about that, but like if it was tried and true and like something that's really healthy and like doesn't affect his reproductive health, I would be like, okay. But if there were question marks, I would be like,
Well, I don't think with GLP-1 there's question marks as much as like,
it's a common concern though. Like a lot of women say they're not comfortable taking them because of the reproductive implications. I don't know if that's like a blown up rumor, but I've heard that before.
Okay. I thought that like a lot of people get pregnant when they're taking them.
I don't think you're supposed to.
Oh.
I'm pretty confident you're supposed to be off them. So if they are accidentally,
then
But
PSA, get off.
I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be taking them for weight loss specifically. Like if they're
Okay.
not, diabetics are like a different thing.
Yeah.
It would be like if they found out down the road that Zoloft makes you lose weight. There's no issue to take Zoloft if you're really depressed when you're pregnant, like if
Right.
you have depression, anxiety. But a doctor might say it's an unnecessary chemical in your body. Well, because there's obviously side effects to any of these things.
Right.
I'm torn. I think he's wrong to say it that way, but I don't think he's wrong to express concerns about a really new drug with very little data.
Interesting.
I would say the same thing to you, and you're not my partner. Well, not my life partner, but do you know what I mean? Like, if you were like, I think I'm going to go on a GLP-1, I would be like, I'm a little nervous. Like, I don't know what the long-term effects of that are for you. And like, have you thought about it? Because like, I think you look great. And like, is this something that is so important to you that if there were issues that arose from it, you'd be comfortable with that?
Well, I think that's another thing to think is that like, it's sort of like an accusation that like, he cares more about their future family than her.
Totally.
There's like an
feels
undertone
gross.
there. Like if this prevents us from having more children, like as if she's not thinking about that at all, you know, as the
Totally.
one who has to carry more children.
Totally.
So that is like, and just him commenting on like what she wants to do at all. If it is an issue where like, I think it's something to discuss. Like I'm thinking about doing this and I think he worded it the wrong way, but like, I don't think you just like go rogue and be like, well, I'm doing it. Because
Right.
like if he were to do something that like affected his
Sperm count?
fertility in some way, you'd be like, hello.
Well, that's what's so interesting. I think I do, even as like a woman, I do think there's a little bit of a double standard. Like women are like, I will do what I want with my body, and men will do what we want with, you know what I mean? Like if you found out that your husband was like drinking to excess or like smoking a lot of weed while you're trying to get pregnant and you're struggling, you'd be like, what the fuck? But I think women are like, well, I'm doing what I want because like I'm the one who has to carry the child.
Right. It's a bit of a double standard for sure, but at the end of the day, you are the one that has to carry the child.
Totally. But I think in a partnership, like in theory, yes. But ideally in your partnership, you're both respecting the other's opinion.
Right.
Like asterisks, ideally.
Yeah, I would go back and be like, I get it. Like, I'm happy to look at the research together and even like talk to a doctor together.
Honestly, it seems crazy to go on a GLP-1 between kids. Just wait till you're done. You're going to do this whole show again?
This whole song and dance again.
Do you know what I mean?
Well,
like,
I don't want to judge her for
No,
that.
no, I'm just saying, like, I'd love to have a breast reduction. I'm going to wait till we're done having children. Like,
There's things I'd love to
there's
do.
things I'd love to do, but like, such is life. Such is the journey we're on.
She doesn't like how she looks. What can you do?
I understand. I hear you. Been there, sister.
I think you go at it as like, yeah, of course, this is your body. And like, I think you say, I don't appreciate the way that you responded when I brought that up. Like, but also it's worth a discussion. It's not just like
I'm doing it.
yeah.
And I get the dog.
And I'm taking the dog.
Exactly.
And that's that.
We're right.
Always.
Well, thanks for calling.
I'll call you later.
Call you later. Love ya.
Love ya.
Bye.